Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Football is Life. All right. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all right after a busy weekend of football in England and the Premier League. What a weekend. I mean, where do we start? We've got to start with liking, comment and subscribe to the channel. Come on, get involved. Back the channel. British football podcast all the way. Football is life. All right. Always previewing the games, reviewing the games, looking at any talking points that come up. But wow, what a weekend. Where do we start? Probably with the title of this episode being North London is a mess for very different reasons. Arsenal fans, I mean, at this point, I'm just feeling a little bit sorry for you. It's devastating. I mean, going through the emotion of that on Saturday and slipping up to Bournemouth just would have been a horrible feeling, gut-wrenching feeling. Like, are we throwing this title away? And you know, they shouldn't be. They were miles ahead. It's got way too tight for comfort. I mean, it's entertaining for the neutral and everyone watching. But if you are an Arsenal fan at the moment or a Spurs fan down the bottom end, you know, in North London, you're not feeling happy. Times are not good. And you go into work, you know, Monday morning like a bear with a sore head. It really, really is really getting to a point where it's worrying. And just Arsenal's form, just the last three games in English football, we've lost the cup final. They've lost then the week after, and then to Southampton in the cup. And then you follow that up with Bournemouth at home. After you've won in the Champions League, you're thinking, here we go. This is a vital 3 points to put us a step closer. And just a real slip up again at home and just not looking like the Arsenal we've come to expect. And it's really worrying. It's worrying when a squad have got that far, but a lot of them have not crossed the line. A manager that has done so well for years, built that squad, got them to the top end of the division, and now when it comes to business time, looks like it's faltering. So, you know, I'd love to give you better news, obviously, but a lot of people out there know what we're watching, know what's happening, and it's now looking more like they would lose the title than win it, which we've not been able to say before. And it sets up next Sunday. I mean, the biggest game of the season. It's just a massive game. I mean, honestly, where do you go with it? I mean, title decider, probably. City are going to bring it back. They're bringing the goal difference back. They took full advantage and looked like the old City once again at Chelsea. They looked brilliant when they stepped it up second half. And momentum is a big thing in football, as we know. And the momentum is with Man City. So next Sunday is just massive. I mean, Man City as well at home to Arsenal. It's one of them. I think if Arsenal get a draw, I think they will then go on and get the title. But if City win it with the games in hand, I think it will be their league. It is a decider. It's definitely a title decider in my eyes. So just massive things. And we never thought we'd get to this stage this season. You know, back in Arsenal all the way. They looked an absolute country mile ahead of Man City at one point, but City have closed the gap. Transitional. But now those players look settled, and Pep's getting the best out of them, and it's worrying for Arsenal fans. And yeah, City looking the part. So what do we think? Comment, let us know who is going to win that title decider next Sunday. Who is going to win the Premier League? And yeah, I mean, let us know your thoughts, because it's really squeaky bum time now. I'm so looking forward to the game. Can't wait for the game. I just think Man City at the moment playing this kind of 4-2-4, 4 at the back, looks solid and improved, 2 in midfield, and then the high 4 that are just causing so much problems, just being so high on the pitch, cutting any balls through into midfield, and then City just get a control and a grip on a game and just look a different gravy again. So big games, big loss for Arsenal, big win for City, taking full advantage. And a big game next Sunday. I'm not going to offer a prediction yet, but we know it's a tough assignment going for Arsenal away to the Etihad. The big question is, can they get something out of it, which will be massive for them. And if Man City win it, I think City are going to win another title. And this is Arsenal's best chance to win this Premier League. And they look like they're blowing it. And it's quite sad. And hopefully there's a bit more to it and a bit more to the title race, and it doesn't all hinge on this. But, City have earned the right, and Arsenal have slipped up one too many times. Also, then in North London, we have Spurs. De Zerbi's first game yesterday at Sunderland, not getting the result, not getting enough attempts on goal, no goals away at the Stadium of Light. And went out with a bit of a whimper, to be honest. 1-0 at Sunderland, a hard place to go, but Tottenham they look like they're daydreaming. They look like they need to wake up, smell the coffee and realise where they are, because, it's a critical time, and they just even with De Zerbi now, we thought maybe a bit of a bounce back under a new manager, they still look like they don't want it or believe in it enough. And it's a really, really worrying time. And I mean, West Ham, unbelievable result Friday night, and they look like the team that's kind of got the bit between their teeth. Forest looking a better place than Tottenham. Out of the three that are kind of going for that, and that's making Leeds safe, I guess, that, Tottenham look the worst off, in the worst position. No win in 14 games. Even a new manager doesn't look like it's going to turn around. I mean, they need something big, and they need De Zerbi to really produce a miracle, because the players look gone and they look lost, and the confidence is on the floor. And, they are in real danger of going down, which would be an epic story. I mean, not for Tottenham fans, but the rest of football. I mean, Tottenham dropping to the Championship would probably be the biggest club to fall. I mean, brand new stadium, massive club, but it could happen, guys. It really, really could. So let us know your comment as well on that one. Who's winning the title, Man City or Arsenal? Who's going down? Are Spurs going down to the Championship? I mean, it'd be a mass overhaul in the summer and a real reset for the club. Maybe it's what they need, but, a club of that size surely needs to be in the Premier League, and it would just be catastrophic if they go down. So let us know your thoughts on that. Another one as well, obviously it's a football channel, football is live, but golf is also live, for me. I love my golf, and stayed up late last night to watch the Masters, like I do Sunday every year. That Sunday night at the Masters, one of the best sporting events of the year, just an epic sport. And I just want to give a shout out to Rory McIlroy. I mean, what a phenomenon he is. Unbelievable. He actually looked a bit too good yesterday. So in control. Back-to-back titles after so many years of not winning at Augusta. The first 2 days, he blew the field apart. Then he was won over, and it was in the kind of balance. But, Scheffler had a little go. Justin Rose, again, felt sorry for him, had a little go. Couldn't quite get there, messed up on the back nine. But Rory, in control, plays the game almost robotically, where he puts himself in the best positions. And the pressure was off, wasn't it? After winning last year, getting that monkey off the back to win again. He is a phenomenon. One of the best golfers of our time. And the longevity of his performance level, an elite level, top level player. Just looked like he was kind of enjoying the pressure and got it over the line again. So well done, Rory McIlroy, Northern Ireland's finest on the British Football Podcast. And a big shout out to him getting a back-to-back wins at the Masters. Now, to finish off this week, we've got the return legs of European football. There is some big games in the other leagues, obviously now as we head towards the end of the season. Some big games in the Championship, for the likes of Ipswich and Southampton, pushing for promotion to the Premier League. But we're going to focus on the Champions League second legs. And obviously the Europa's second legs on Thursdays, where the English clubs have done so well. Can they seal the deal? And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some English teams into the semi-finals of the Champions League. and the Europa. So we're going to start with Atletico Madrid v Barcelona. Atletico up after the first leg. Pretty easy one here. I mean, you could argue Barcelona need to come out and give it their all. I'm sure they will. But I just think Madrid being in the lead, being at home, Simeone's going to know what to do here. He's going to make sure he shuts up shop, try and catch them on the counter. So I think Barcelona will give a good account of themselves on the night, but Atletico to go through for me. 1-1 on the night and Atletico to go through. And then there's just the massive one. I've already tipped this up that this could be a big night for Liverpool. So I'm going to probably kind of have to back that up a little bit more. I don't by any means think the tie is over. I have said on camera, on record, that if PSG score the first, it is over. But I do think Liverpool are going to get the first goal on the night, and then we'll see. So total prediction, I could easily get this wrong, but I think it's going to be Liverpool 2, PSG 0 on the night, and then we're going to go to extra time. And I'm not going to predict any further, but I do give Liverpool hope only if they score the first goal. And then we go on to Wednesday, Arsenal v Sporting. Okay, Arsenal obviously must be feeling like an absolute crumble at the moment. Maybe the Champions League is that bit of light relief away from the stress of the Premier League. I think they're going to do the job. I don't think it's going to be pretty though, because I don't think the confidence is there to do it in a really silky, exciting way. So I just think it's going to be Arsenal 1, Sporting 0, but Arsenal through to the semi-finals of the Champions League, which is no mean feat, an amazing achievement for them. So going to go with the Arsenal, but obviously they've got bigger fish that lie ahead. And then Bayern versus Real Madrid on the Wednesday as well. Bayern, I thought, were class at Madrid. I thought Madrid kind of got lucky. You know, we got close to a little 2-2 prediction there, even though I thought Bayern were by far the better football team to Madrid. And I think Madrid's biggest chance in this was to get a sort of lead or get something at home, and they failed to do that. They've got to go to Germany. And I just think this Bayern team are the ultimate real deal. Brilliant off the ball, brilliant defensively, so attacking and exciting. I mean, Michael Olise, by the way, if I was Liverpool now to replace Salah, I would be going Olise all out. I think he's the one. Whether you could get him from Bayern is another question, but I think he'll be too much. I think Kane will be back and scoring and looking sharp, and they'll be too much. So I think Bayern 2, Madrid 0 on the night, and Bayern through. And can Bayern Munich win this Champions League, by the way? I think they are really the team to stop, it looks like. But, you know, if PSG get through, we've really got the big guns there, haven't we? But if Liverpool get through, could Liverpool go all the way, I suppose, is a big question. But yeah, Bayern safely through. They're the real deal, looking good. And then Thursday night, okay, to round up this episode today, the 3 English teams that have done so well in this competition. Aston Villa v Bologna. Aston Villa 3-1 up away from home. And I think they're just going to really go for Bologna in this first half. It's kind of a little escape from the Premier League for them as well, which has been faltering. You know, can they hang on? Champions League, other teams coming in now, really fighting for it. But Villa look set for this tournament, and they've looked good throughout the whole tournament. So Villa 2, Bologna 0, and Villa going through to a semi-final. And then Forest Porto, this is the big shout, if you like, because this is not easy. Going to Portugal and getting a result, brilliant. But Porto's still a very good side. You know, massive Champions League experience for years. They've got a decent squad. They've got some exciting players. And it could suit them in the away leg. But I don't want to go against Forest here. Being the British football podcast channel, I cannot back Porto at Forest. So I'm going to go for a big night at the City Ground. Big night for Forest. Them edging past Porto 2-1 on the night and going through to semi-final. And Crystal Palace away at Fiorentina 3-0 up. I do think they'll go to Italy and lose, but I think they'll hang on. It'll be all right. I think they could lose 2-0 on the night, but just that 3 goals in the first leg is going to be too much to turn around for Fiorentina. Palace going through. A good week all round, hopefully, for the English clubs in Europe. If you're going to any games this week, enjoy. Obviously, a lot of people now supporting teams that are at the top or the bottom end of the league, fighting for stuff. It's come to that real squeaky bum time. But the big questions, can Man City win the Premier League, or will Arsenal hold on? Can Spurs stay up? And can an English team win a European competition this season. It's what we would love to see going into the World Cup soon. So our players looking confident, winning trophies before a World Cup comes along. All right, stay safe out there. Enjoy your football. All right, your football is life, legends. See you later. Bye.